Routing Information Protocol, RIP. What we have learned till now is static routing. In the static routing, what comes under static routing? Static routes and default routes. We are going to cover dynamic routing. So the first question is, what type of protocol is RIP? It's a dynamic routing protocol. RIP. RIP stands for? It's not what you guys put on Facebook if somebody passes away. Put, right? RIP, rest in peace. It's not that. So routing information protocol. Okay. Now a couple of terms related to this. First of all, it is based on an algorithm which was devised by two individuals whose name was Bellman Ford. One was Bellman and the other one was Ford. Now Bellman was maybe first name or second name, I don't remember. So all you need to remember is what, if somebody asks you what algorithm was, is based on, so what do you say? Bellman Ford. Okay. Second thing is what type of protocol it is. Of course it is a dynamic routing protocol. Okay. But which type of protocol it is? Distance vector. There are two categories of dynamic routing protocols. Two categories of dynamic routing protocols. One is distance vector, the other one is link state. Okay. So when we study OSPF, we will say OSPF is a link state routing protocol. Okay. We will of course come what exactly do you mean by distance vector, I will explain, but this is what you need to remember. Distance vector. The next thing is routing by rumor. We will be covering all these things. Forget about the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Right? You just need to remember the name. We will be covering what exactly is distance vector. What we will be covering what is routing by rumor in the real context where it comes. But for now, you just remember routing by rumor. What type of routing protocol? Dynamic. Which type of dynamic routing protocol? Distance vector. Which type of dynamic routing protocol? It is link state. Sorry. Distance vector routing protocol. Which type of routing protocol it is? Intra-domain routing protocol within the domain, an autonomous system. Okay. Again, we will be covering all these things in detail. Okay. What is the metric for RIP? Hop count. What is the administrative distance for RIP? 120. Okay. So we will be covering all these things in detail as time passes by. Okay. In the routing table, up till now, what you have seen is, how do you see the routing table? Show the routing table. And what you have seen as of now is connected, right? And static, and default. S followed by S. Now, when we start seeing routes in a routing table, what do we start seeing? Networks or routes in a routing table. We start seeing a R in front of it. What do we see? R. That will indicate this network is learned via RIP. R means for RIP. Alright? That is what you see. So again, we will be covering what distance vector is, what is routing by rumor, intra-domain, hop count, administrative distance, and R. R stands for RIP in the routing table. How do we look at it? See the routing table? Show IP route. Okay. start the approach of RIP in a different way. What exactly is RIP? We will start in a different way. First of all, I will tell you how do we configure RIP. The other way around. The other way around, right? Okay. Where are we? In the global configuration mode. Okay, forget about it. We are in the privilege mode. Conf T takes you to global configuration mode. Here you issue the command router RIP. You issue the command router RIP. That will take you to the router mode. Here you issue the command network followed by the network number. What network number comes here? The network that this particular router wants to advertise.
Yes.
That is what comes here. And that is what is the configuration for it. As simple as that. Okay? Now let me do a topology for this. Your router R1 connected to a switch. And what network is this? This is 10.0.0.0 network.
Yes.
Flash 8. It can have 2 to the power 24 minus 2 hosts. 2 to the power 24 minus
2 hosts.
3 hosts. One address for the default gateway. The rest will go for the host. Fine. Similarly, this is your router R2 connected to the switch. This is 192.168.10.0 network. How many hosts in this network? 2 to the power 8 minus 3. Right? As such, host is how many IP addresses? 2 to the power 8 minus 2. One given to the default gateway, remaining. That is how many addresses. So that will come out to be 253. Okay. This is your 20 dot. Let me put it in this way. How many addresses in this? 2 to the power
2 minus 2. 4 minus 2.
2 to the power 2 minus 2. How many? How many? 2. And what would they be? 1 and dot 2.
Yes, sir.
3 is the broadcast address for this.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So, if we are on R1, what networks do we want to advertise? The network 10, and we want to advertise the 20 network. What networks do we advertise? The networks we are aware of. R1 is aware of which networks? 2 networks.
Yes,
R2 is aware of 2 networks. So R1 want to advertise whatever it is aware of. Whom does it want to advertise? To the others. So, whom does it want to advertise? To others. Who's the other? R2. R2 want to advertise 2 networks that it is aware, and to whom does it want to advertise? Other. And the other person is R1. In this case, the other is the neighbor to which you are connected. Right? R1 is going to advertise to R2. This is clear? So, if we are on R1, what do I advertise? Network. Okay?
Yes.
And the other thing that I advertise here is
191.168.20.0.
for now I am just going to change it from 0 to 24. Clear about this?
Yes, sir.
So this is what I advertise on R1. On R2, what do I advertise?
192.90.
This remains same.
Yes, sir.
And instead of this, what do I advertise? 10.0. This one becomes R2 in that case. Okay? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask in a different way. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
How many networks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many networks does R1 know?
3.
How many will it advertise?
3.
Right? How many networks does R2 know?
3.
How many will it advertise?
3.
Okay, Pankaj. Which networks will R2 advertise?
Networks.
Which networks will R2 advertise?
30, 40, 50.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many networks will R3 advertise?
50, 60 and 70.
16 to 50. Okay, so this is clear. Good. R1 will advertise 10, 20 and 30 networks to whom?
R2.
How many are saying R2 and R3? How many are saying just R3? How many are saying just R2? Why just R2?
R1, R2 directly connected.
It only advertises into its neighbor. Okay. How many networks is R3 going to advertise?
3 networks. 60 and 70.
To whom?
R2.
How many networks is R2 going to advertise?
3.
To whom?
R1.
Correct. Right. Okay. Now to put it in another way, for R2 to advertise these networks, what does it have to do? For R2 to advertise these networks, what networks? 20, 30, 40 and 50. What configuration has to be done on R2?
So go to global.
Global configuration mode,
Then router.
one at a time.
Then router.
That will take you to
Router mode.
router mode, where you will give the command.
On router mode, then we'll give the network command network 10.40.0.0.0, then network 30.0.0.0, then network 50.0.0.0.
Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is what you will do.
Yes, sir.
That will start advertising it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what in this case is going to happen is it will start advertising something. It will start sending some packets. Okay, and these packets are known as RIP packets. These packets are known as control packets. These packets are known as RIP packets. These packets are known as control packets. Basically, these are not data packets. Are they carrying any data? They are carrying some intelligent information, routing information. That is to be conveyed to the router 1. That is carrying some information that needs to be conveyed to the router 3. Is this clear? Is this data information?
No, sir.
Okay, this is not the data information. So once R2 sends this information, what will R1 have? R1 up till now, okay, let me come back. What information without RIP, what routes information did R1 have?
It's about 10,
10, 20 and 30. Did it have information about 40, 50, 60, 70?
No, sir.
Now if R2 advertises information about 30 and 40 and 50, will R1 come to know?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that it will learn. Somehow it will learn because this is telling it. Right? Similarly, if R2 tells R3, what will it tell about 30, 40 and 50? That is how R3 will learn about 30, 40 and 50. In fact 50 it knows by itself, but it will learn additional 30 and 40. Right? So this is how they will learn. Okay, the next thing is, what's happening here is R1 is telling about 10, 20 and 30 network to R2. And R2 is listening? Is listening to whatever R1 is telling it. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Whatever R1 is telling it, R2 is listening. Whatever R2 is telling R3, R3 is listening. Correct? And agreeing. Whatever R3 is telling to R2, R2 is listening. Whatever R2 is telling R1, it is listening. This is like, what we play as kids. Right? We tell something in the ears, and then, it goes around, and then finally we say, oh, what did the originator say?
Yes.
By the time it reaches the last person, something has changed. So it's like a rumor.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is where it comes down to the word routing by rumor. You believe whatever your neighbor tells it. You have no way of finding or verifying or authenticating whether the information is correct or not. Whatever your neighbor tells, you believe it. This is known as routing by rumor. Okay? Let's go ahead. R1 tells about 10, 20 and 30 networks to R2. Fine? So R2 already knew about 30 network. In addition, now it knows about 10 and 20 network. Right? So at this point, at a certain time t, now it is aware of how many networks? 5 networks. 30, 40, 50 it directly knew. 10 and 20 now it knows. How many networks? 5. After 30 seconds, the update that R2 will send to R3 will carry how many networks? 5 networks. So then R3 will also come to know about all the networks. Right? Similarly, what R3 was sending to R2 learned. R2 was initially familiar with 30, 40 and 50. It also learned about 60, 70. After a certain time, R2 will share its information with R1. R1 will come to know about all the networks. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So how many networks R1 needs to know? 7. How many networks does R2 need to know? 7. How many networks does R3 need to know? 7 in this case. Then your routing update is complete. That has to happen. Okay? That needs to happen. Now, how it works is like this. Every 30 seconds, R1 will tell what it has in its routing table to R2. What it has in its routing table to R2. Okay? Every 30 seconds, what R2 has in its routing table, it will tell to R1. And likewise between R2 and R3 and R3 and R1. But R1 is not directly telling to R3, is it? No. Whatever it has told to R2 later on is going to tell to R3. So is R3 having first-hand information about R1? No. So whatever rumor R2 is spreading to R3 about R1, R3 is accepting. Let me repeat. Whatever rumor R2 is spreading to R3 about R1, R3 is accepting. Similarly, whatever rumor R2 is spreading to R1 about R3, R1 is accepting. Understand the routing of your rumor? Because R1 is not directly getting first-hand information about R3. Okay, this is routing by rumor again. Okay, whatever your neighbor tells about somebody else, you have no way. You just believe, okay, the neighbor is telling, I have to accept. Alright? Further, R1 is advertising some information, R2 is advertising, R3 is advertising. Now, let's go back to the configuration statement. What was the configuration statement? Somewhere like router rip here in this mode. On R1 we are by doing this, what did I do? Advertising. What network? 30 network. Okay. Now that got advertised where? R2. Now R2 got the information about which network?
30, 40 and 50.
Where did it get 40?
20.
Say that again.
10, 20.
Where did 10 and 20 we did? We advertised 10 and 20 yet.
No.
We have only given one statement, right? For advertising these three networks, how many statements you have to write?
Three.
1, 2, 3. How many have I written?
One.
1. So which network gets advertised?
30 network.
30 network. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Further, so this is one statement about it. By enabling 30 network, the network 30 is getting advertised. Alright? Now look at it from this angle. Now what is happening? Who's getting the information? Wrong. R2 is not getting the information, only the switch is getting the information. So think about it like this. What network is 20? What network is my advertising? 20 network. 20 network exists on which interface? This interface. Alright? So only this interface participates in RIP. Let me explain further. There are two implications of these things. This statement. When you issue the command network followed by the network number, two things happen. First of all, that particular network starts getting advertised. But on which interface does it get advertised? That should also be part of this. So, let me put it in this way. Network 20.0.0 means that whatever interface this network is part of should send out a RIP update. Which interface is part of this network? Am I giving this statement? Am I giving the statement? No. Am I giving? No. What am I giving is so what this is resulting is two folds. One thing is that the 20 network gets advertised. But where does the 20 network get advertised? On the interface in which the 20 network exists. Which interface is there? Understand?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if you really understood this. What get advertised? 10 network. Towards? Okay. I am now giving not just one statement, I am going to give two statements. What network get advertised? Where? Let me ask you. And then you say, hear me out and then say, is it that the 10 network gets advertised here, 20 network gets advertised here? Or is it like 10 and 20 network gets advertised here and 20 and 10 network get advertised here? Which one?
Second one.
Second one. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. By the virtue of this statement, whatever networks are being advertised get advertised on that particular network, on that interface where this network belongs. Which interface does it belong to? Right? And how many networks are we advertising? Both. So both network gets advertised on this.
Yes.
Similarly, what interface does this belong to? This one.
Yes, sir.
What interface does this belong to? This one.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What get advertised? To? So R2 can receive it?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, not yet.
Can receive it, right? Possibility is there,
Yes.
right? It will be sent towards FA02. It can receive it? Yes. Will it accept it is a different thing. Will it receive? Yes. Will it accept or drop is a different thing. Okay? But From R1, well, let me put it in this way. From R1, I wanted to communicate information about 10, 20 and 30 network. Will I be able to communicate using this?
No.
What do I need to do? Network? Network?
20.
Now will it be able to
Yes.
send? In this case, Pankaj, what goes out from here? What networks?
10, 20 and 30.
Sure. What goes out from here?
10, 20, 30.
It will go. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, we have configured R1. Wonderful. What we have configured? R1. Wonderful. So it has started sending this information of all these three networks from here, here and here. And how frequently does it send out the same information again and again? 30 seconds. This is known as update interval. Update